Today's video is all about the detail work that goes into an industrial building. This property is actually closed. This is a Saturday cleanup for the weekend. Here we got the 1018 Max Pro on the John Deere 344. He's working on the west and the east side of the property, and then we'll focus on clearing up the trailer side that was left, which is that south side, the sun facing, that always melts down to nothing. Enjoy. Comment, subscribe, what you want to see next. Some of you might wonder what's going on here. The client requires that the snow be put in certain spots, so we have to take the entire main drive and get it to the north and south side here. The operator likes to get it all to the south side, so as you can see, he does a couple rounds moving all of that snow to the specific location. That's where it's very important to have those snow meetings before the season starts, so you know where they want the snow so you can bid accordingly. But yeah, he's using the windrow of the Max Pro here to get everything in the center, and then he takes it all to that south side of the property, to that south pile. You'll see here in a few seconds, but these are why we absolutely love these John Deere all-wheel steer compact wheel loaders. Now obviously this is a 344, so this is the largest framed compact wheel loader in their class that has the all-wheel steer. You're just able to whip around, do tight corners, tight turns, super simple. Also why we love the John Deere 244s, 324s. That ability to articulate and turn makes these kind of machines unstoppable. Basically another way to put the machine in the upper weight class, especially when you pair them with Nokian snow tires and all the other options, live edge plow, everything like that. Comment, subscribe below. What's your favorite setup for plowing snow?